Hello. For today, we're going to read 25 quotes from B.F. Skinner. A failure is not always a mistake. It may simply be the best one can do under the circumstances. The real mistake is to stop trying. Does a poet create, originate, initiate the thing called a poem? Or is it his behavior merely the product of his genetic and environmental histories? The one thing that I would cry from every housetop is this: the good life is waiting for us, here and now. An important fact about verbal behavior is that the speaker and listener may reside within the same skin. I don't believe in God, so I'm not afraid of dying. I did not direct my life. I didn't design it. I never made decisions. Things always came up and made them for me. That's what life is. The real problem is not whether machines think, but whether men do. The simplest and most satisfactory view is that the thought is simply behavior, verbal or nonverbal, covert or overt. It is not some mysterious process responsible for behavior, but the very behavior itself, in all the complexity of its controlling relations. Let men be happy, informed, skillful, well-behaved, and productive. We do not choose survival as a value. It chooses us. Education is what survives when what has been learned has been forgotten. That's all teaching is: arranging contingencies which bring changes in behavior. A person who has been punished is not thereby simply less inclined to behave in a given way. At best, he learns how to avoid punishment. Behavior is shaped and maintained by its consequences. We shouldn't teach great books. We should teach a love of reading. Knowing the contents of a few works of literature is a trivial achievement. Being inclined to go on in reading is a great achievement. What is love except another name for the use of positive reinforcement, or vice versa? The way positive reinforcement is carried out is more important than the amount. The consequences of an act affect the probability of its occurring again. The major difference between rats and people is that rats learn from experience. Do not intervene between a person and the consequences of their own behavior. If freedom is a requisite for human happiness, then all that's necessary is to provide the illusion of freedom. Science is the willingness to accept facts, even when they are opposed to wishes. The juvenile delinquent does not feel his disturbed personality. The intelligent man does not feel his intelligence, or the introvert his introversion. The only geniuses produced by the chaos of society are those who do something about it. Chaos breeds geniuses. It offers a man something to be a genius about. 2,500 years ago, it might have been said that man understood himself as well as any other part of the world. Today, he is the thing he understands the least. Unable to understand how or why the person we see behaves as he does, we attribute his behavior to a person we cannot see, whose behavior we cannot explain, either by whom we are not inclined to ask questions